Hey, everybody, it's Dr. J. Kamal streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather was really nice today, right, Kamal?
It's super nice, especially in the afternoon.
Yeah, but the problem is Wall Street wasn't celebrating.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
Don't worry about it because remember on Thursday, I think it was Spike was charting and Omar was commenting about the rally. I
Right.
told I told him then that we're gonna go up from
Pull back
here
a little bit.
and then pull back to the middle of the green candle from Thursday. And that's exactly where we stopped. I'll show it in the charts. Let's
So
go
the
to the,
next step is to go long, right?
yeah, I think this is it. I think there's a great entry point opportunity at this point. If it isn't today, then we'll make new lows. I think this is the opportunity to come in right at the bottom. That's what
Well,
I
we'll
think.
find out soon.
It's hard to pick a bottom, but I think this is as good a spot as any. I mean, no doubt it's not an easy task picking the bottom. Let's go to the SPY first. SPY. Got to find my Edge browser. Where is it? Okay, SPY. Let's look at SPY. There we go. We're trading below the 200 for quite some time, but let's blow this up a little bit. Show you what I was talking about with the middle of the green candle. This is Thursday's candle, this long green candle. Do you see that?
Yep.
And the next day we rallied. I thought there was a chance it would come back the next day to right about here and then finish green. Didn't happen, but it happened today. In fact, if you look at the middle of this green candle, it bounced off of it. Let me draw the line.
Yeah, that's perfection.
This is exactly my call where I said it would stop. Halfway, you see that?
Yep.
So if I'm right, if I was right last week and I'm right today, this is a very good place to enter. And the resistance, that first resistance we get will be the 200, which is at 572. So we might not go through it the first time, but it might take a day or two, but I think we get through it and rally up to the 100, which did a cross with the 50. Negative cross, not a good cross.
Yes, I see that.
But it may not manifest. It may turn around. What we need is a quick rally back up there, which I think could happen in a flash. Maybe we need the Fed meeting to make it happen.
When is that? Next week?
Next Wednesday. Yeah, just maybe that's what we need. Possible.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if Spike is coming today, but I know Omar and Arjun can't. So Arjun's in Mexico. I don't know what Omar is up to, but so it's up to my great charting skills, and my great charting skills say buy at this point. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I like this pattern, this strong consolidation pattern that we've been having the last week or so. So it's hovering just below the 200. This means one of two things. We'll either get a big bounce down or it goes through with a big bounce up. But volatility is in check for now. But when it breaks out, all hell will break loose, one way or the other. And I really think in my heart of hearts that it's going to break through to the upside. So here's what I think. Here we have the new trend line. I think it's going to follow this up all the way to, let's say, the 100 at 95.
Do you see the 200 with this trend line is making a bull flag.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It looks more bullish than bearish to me.
Yeah. So the trend line you just drew with the 200 looks like it's going to break out in a day or two, or maybe next week.
Yeah. Definitely. It looks good to me, but there is a possibility that it breaks the other way. That we right about here, a couple of days. What is that? The 24th of March. That's Monday, right?
I think Steve is waiting.
Okay, I'll get him in.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't know why I'm not on camera, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, people like to look at your face,
Turn the light on.
Yeah, turn the lights on.
So I was admiring my call on SPY, and I don't know if you paid strict attention, but when we looked at SPY, you were charting, and there was a big green candle on Thursday, and I said if it's going to go up and then pull back to the middle of that green candle. Well, it hit the middle of that green candle today and bounced off of it. So were you watching earlier?
No, I just got on just now. I was.
All right, so I'm going to I'll show it again for you.
Okay, wonderful. Appreciate that.
This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it's about ready to break out one way or the other. I think it'll break north, but there is a possibility it'll break south. It's really, the 200 has been strong, a wall of resistance. Normally, when it goes through a wall of resistance like that, it doesn't just go through a little bit, it goes through a lot. So I'm thinking we get up to the 100 before a breather. Back to 96,000 is my call for Bitcoin in the next week or two. But the possibility does remain that it comes to a few
It could
more
look like one of those bearish flags. Depending on how you
bearish, bullish, whatever. I don't care. It's a flag.
Right.
And
yeah, it really is coming to a head, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming to a head. It could go, in my mind, it could go either way, but I like up. I'm an optimist.
I would like that too.
I do think it's ready because it's had so many attempts,
Mm-hmm.
And usually when it finally breaks through, it goes up a lot, not just a little. So I expect a big rally if and when it crosses the 200. I'm going to be buying. Put it that way. Right now I'm nibbling anyway, but I will buy much bigger if it.
Yeah, I've been buying a lot of Bitcoin adjacent, like Ethereum, and I did more Wolf, and
I could look at MicroStrategy. That's an interesting.
Yeah, right. I'm still waiting for mstr to do something.
But
yeah, mstr keeps struggling to go above 300.
I wanted to show you SPY, right?
Yes.
Here's SPY. This is what Thursday's candle. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I said it's going to come back. It's going to go up and then come back to the middle and then go up again. Well, it hit the middle, went up again, but I think it's going to keep going up.
And a nice OMRW.
Resistance could be a little bit at the 200. I don't expect major. I think it's going straight up to the 100 at about 592. And then it might pull back a little bit. I think new highs are very likely for SPY.
Right. I think Professor Omar was saying that if it comes up sort of quicker, it's going to be a lot more mild, an increase.
Yeah, but I think at this point,
that's what it looks like.
He would agree. He would agree that if the 200 doesn't offer resistance, it's going to fly. Okay. I think this distance to the 100 is given. So break it at 200, we'll be looking at the 100. And you wanted me to take a look at mstr, right?
And Tesla. Tesla is really struggling.
Okay. Tesla, I own, unfortunately. I bought it recently, mistake.
Yeah,
Timing.
I just bought some Tesla this morning, actually.
Yeah, my timing was off on time. Well, maybe your timing is good at this point, I hope.
Yeah.
And
I also went into TECL, which is the play on all the big seven et al.
Mag 7.
Mag seven, yeah. So I'm starting to get a more bullish on those. I think they've been beaten.
Yeah, they have been beaten up quite a bit. So MicroStrategy is straddling the upper part of the 200, above the 200, unlike Bitcoin, which is below the 200. So I think this adds more credence to a move up for Bitcoin than not.
Do you see when
So
the 50 crossed the 100, how it plummeted?
yeah, this is just like Bitcoin. The 50 crossed to 100 negatively.
Yeah, then it plummeted.
Right.
But I like the major support at the 200.
It's been that way since the beginning of time. You see how far
Yeah,
back it
all the way
goes?
back here, back in
Yeah.
September, same thing. I don't know about the beginning of time, but not in the biblical sense, but all the way
Uh,
back here.
Chart-wise.
Yeah. No, definitely. The 200 has offered really good support. And again, it's offering really good support. There's a parallel between the move up a month ago and this move up. I think we're going to hit the 200, and maybe there get a little resistance, just like Bitcoin. But I think the direction is up on MicroStrategy, and I'm bullish. I'm very bullish. The market, very bullish MicroStrategy. How could you not be with the way it's been beaten up lately? Bargains everywhere. Uh, what did you want me to look at, Steve?
Tesla.
Tesla?
I don't have it, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I've been buying it.
Oh my God.
It's been a nightmare. Do you think it's because he's hated by half the country? Do you
Well,
think it's a personality thing? Or more?
maybe he's just worried about sales, or he's worried about. There was some news about a Chinese battery that was going to be charging quicker than his battery. But that could be a whole bunch of fluff. Who even knows?
I think this bottom has been tested back here for last week and held.
Yeah, 212. I think it was the lowest.
We're retesting the bottom on Tesla. If that doesn't hold, what would we look for support?
There
It's
was
right here,
there was a bear run pretty, like over the summer, I think.
182. 182 looks like. Well, what about this area? This is
That's where we are now, sort of.
that's let me draw that. That's a key level of support, I think. We're still above it. This is key. I wanted to hold this little island right here. The low came at 212. I think it's a pretty good opportunity to nibble. If it goes below that, then there might be some cause for concern that we could get into the what I say 185,
Yeah.
182. So that would be the next likely area of support, somewhere around there, 182. For now, this line looks good, 212.
Yep.
So that we'll say 212 is a bottom for Tesla.
I mean,
I
it
also
lost
want
more
to
than
look
50% of its value.
at the quantum stocks. What is a qbts?
Yeah. So sorry, I sold those last week.
It has a rather strong lift to it right now. I think again, the middle of the screen candle should be
Yeah.
support, like $9. Looks like support to me. I mean, maybe not support in a traditional sense, but an area that may offer some support right up there at about 895. So I wouldn't be surprised if we retest that, but I think this has got a lot of Momo and FOMO,
Now,
both of them.
this reminds me. Was there any positive impact of Jensen Wang's discussions today? His,
I don't think NVIDIA went up. We could take a look. But
The only reason I'm asking that was because there was this whole idea
QBTS,
that some of the stuff was going to come back
I
today.
think
Based
it's a
on,
buy on dips. If it gets all the way back down here with a further sell-off, it's a buy, 680.
yeah, like I said, if he says something bad about it again, maybe it would be worth getting back.
Yeah,
into.
he loused up all the quantum stocks.
Exactly. That's what that big drop is over there in December.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing that again. Don't count on it. ionq is the other one I've been following.
That one's not as extreme.
Yeah, ionq doesn't look as interesting, does it?
Well,
qbets
it looks like you might have an opportunity here.
qbets looks like the better one. Actually,
Yeah, no, and QUBT went up a little bit today. That's the other one.
yeah. Well, the thing is, off the top, do we have is a correction over? I think so. This would be A. Then we have B up here, really.
Right.
And C down here. We have a three wave pattern that often signifies the end of the correction. So we may have seen the bottom on this one.
Yeah, so you see, this hasn't quite reached the Jensen trashing level yet.
Yeah.
Like QUBT did, or QBTS did.
And it is showing a little of the Bitcoin type weakness with the 50 about to cross 100 negatively. I think Bitcoin, AI stocks, and the quantum stocks are all going to turn around strong. We have another big rally. Meanwhile, the only thing that's been hot is something like NEM or AEM. The gold miners and price of gold are going up. Made a new all-time high today. Not the stock.
Gold is going to keep going up?
Not the stock.
Yeah, gold is well above 3,000 now.
Yeah, the price of gold has been going up every day. And this is reflected in Newmont. I think it could retrace and maybe even fill this gap that it made up here at. Well, that would be a little ambitious, wouldn't it? What was it? 40. What was the high up here?
Yeah, baby steps, maybe.
I can't read where it was. 57? Could be. Could get there.
Wow.
Why not? I'm gonna call for a gap fill right here at about 57. Why not? I'm gonna make a bold call for NEM.
Okay.
And of course, our opinions are what? Strictly our own, not investment advice.
Not advice.
This is what I'm going to do, or have been doing, or think I'm going to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Same with my co-hosts. They talk about what they're going to do or what they did, not what you should do. You should do your own due diligence. Check with an advisor and so on. All right. So anyway.
So did you do NVIDIA yet?
Did I do what?
NVIDIA.
No, I should do NVIDIA.
Just take a look. So yeah, so it didn't really jump on his talk, his plenary.
I like this this A, B.
Yeah, again,
C.
same thing. Sure.
Yeah, very clear three-wave pattern on NVIDIA. Time to go up. Which I think it's time for the whole market to rally. I think we could get a really good rally. I don't know if we go to 750 like Professor Omo was saying earlier, but I think it's rally time. Timing is right to be a rally, even as early as tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. All right. I also wanted to look at
Well, let me see what you
what
asked
did I
for.
write?
You
Hims,
listed.
Hims.
I,
Cabinet guy is asking for Hims, I think.
Oh yeah,
what's
Hims has been. They've been discussing Hims a lot for the last couple of months.
Hims?
Yeah,
Hims and hers?
yes.
And hot
Hims
as well.
had a big fall from grace, and I still don't like it. They got turned in a big red candle today, challenging the lows. I mean, it's now or never for Hims. If it goes lower, you're looking at the 200, or maybe this area down here, 17. Let's call 1780 as a possible bottom. That's quite a bit down. I think this is a very dangerous one to be in. Now, if your thinking is I want to go into some of the stocks that had the biggest sell-offs, this would be enticing, right? It had a huge sell-off from 66 down to 31, about 60%. So if you're going to go by that, yeah. But the thing is, from the chart, it looks still.
This looks like more like one of those pharmaceutical type meaningless jumps that if you don't catch them, you're dead meat.
Yeah, it may never get back up there.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, because Anovis has the same exact picture, so does Sava.
Yeah, I mean, you never can tell, but it does look like
And Codex.
the 200 is coming into play along with that low. Let me draw where the real support looks to be. Right in here. That's so many
You're
lines.
not even going to take that ascending line along the bottoms.
What the hell is that line? Goodbye. But this double ruled line is support, about $18. It could get there. I mean, if the market continues down, there's going to be a lot of disasters, not just this. It depends a lot on the market, hims and hers. It's just not for me, too risky for me. It might be up for other people's entry.
Ken is
I mean, I
asking
do
about
risky
hot.
stuff, but this is really risky. And I only nibble with risky stuff, I only nibble. I buy the so-called quality for my investment portfolio, but I nibble on a lot of junk. Most of it I'm behind the eight ball. All right. Anyway,
You also had SMH on your list.
yeah, I like the semiconductors. I think it's worth looking at. And Omar suggested that if I like this, I should look at SOXL.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This one is looking like it really wants to go. If I'm right about the market turning tomorrow, this will be up significantly. I don't know what's going to make it turn on a dime other than my gut feeling, but is that enough? Maybe. I've been right in the past, so got to stick.
What did the averages do?
The averages are down.
Because I just got on, so I didn't see.
Nicely down. The averages.
Yeah, okay.
P is 56.14. Dow almost 1%, and Nasdaq almost 2%. Not a good day, right?
Nope, apparently not.
Gold was up 35.90. Gold.
Yeah.
Gold is hot. I think Nvidia will be one of the leaders as the market roars back, along with maybe some of the quantum plays. along
Oh,
with
you know what I got in? I got in on ARM. Could you take a look at that one?
ARN.
ARM.
Oh, that's the semiconductor.
Yeah, I mean that was sort of, I thought, like I said, I wanted to get something, Jensen Wong adjacent. So yeah, that didn't do so great either, huh?
Yeah, this one is in the iPhone, right? They're big with those phones.
Yeah, for a while it was highly correlated with Nvidia.
My chart is broken.
Yeah,
I don't know what's wrong with my chart.
and so that's
Oh,
why
there
I
we go.
thought it might be worth getting in.
Yeah, it looks like it bottomed. Looks like it was a good time that you did. I hope you got in at the bottom, right here at 116.
I got in first thing in the morning, so around there, yeah.
First thing in the morning was not far from where it closed.
Right.
All right. It's a pretty good entry point, I think.
Yeah, if things are going to turn around,
Did I,
I'd rather buy this than buy more Nvidia.
do I want to buy SOXL? That's the thing.
Uh,
I want to gamble.
same basic idea.
It is. Looks very similar. I like the trend, short-term trend looks pretty good. Despite
almost every stock now, if you buy it, they're all near bottom.
Yeah. So if you got guts and you come in now, you might make some money. Or lose more, one or the other. Never can tell. Was there anything else?
MVST.
Was there anything else I put down?
No, that was it. Cabinet guy's talking about MVST.
And hot.
Hot?
And who else was talking about hot? Right.
Hot 1, hot 2.
And Ken was talking about hot.
Hot is like all the other miners, languishing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, again, another Bitcoin adjacent.
Languishing at the bottom. And what's the other one?
MV.
That's become a real penny stock.
MVST.
Yeah, I own this garbage.
Which was it? What was it called?
Drek 2, Drek 1. Microvast.
Oh, micro. Okay, I remember.
It's riding on what? That's the 100? Is that what it's riding
Yeah,
on?
that's the 100. It looks like a good place to enter if you
Yeah, bottoming certainly.
Doesn't it look like
it's not giving the nibble sign though?
It looks like it's forming the bottom of a cup and half a cup and handle.
Right.
It's trying to round out. Might be worth a play. Just what the hell? I might buy it because I own this Drek. Gotta get more Drek.
Right, average down a little.
Yeah. All right, so that's it.
I think so.
Done for today. I'm sorry that I hope the audio was better today. It was really sorry.
It's a lot better.
Our cabinet guy is the guy that mentioned MVST.
Yep.
Cabinet guy, that's why I'm in it to begin with, MVST. As always, I should have done my own due diligence. So what else is new, guys? Anything before we call it a day? Final thoughts?
Not this time. I'm confused.
All right. Do you got any final thoughts, Kamal?
I'm looking for a rally soon.
Well, I think Spike, your final thought would be do what I do, buy ARM.
Okay, there you go.
And I think I'm going to be buying either SOXL or SMH. What about you, Kamal?
I am fully invested. Not much to
All
buy.
right. So if you had cash on the sidelines, what would you be buying?
MicroStrategy.
Okay, there you have it, Ken. Thank you for coming, Kevin. Thank you for coming, cabinet guy. Adios, amigos, and ciao.
Take care. Bye.